Welcome to LiberTechs. In this video, we'll be covering the latest news on the SEC Ripple case, as well as an updated breakdown of the XRP price analysis for March. Make sure to stay until the end of this video for a full XRP technical analysis to get a read on the next levels of support and resistance for XRP moving forward. A lot of developments are rapidly coming into play for XRP as Ripple takes on the SEC after the SEC filed a lawsuit against the company over misrepresentation as a security token. Ripple defiantly claims that XRP is not a security, and their lawyers are taking new and bold actions to make their case stronger in court. If you're looking for weekly content on XRP, the top cryptocurrencies, stocks, forex pairs, metals, and more, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to help us create more content and to join our growing community of traders and investors as we strive to give you a sharper edge over the markets. So without further ado, let's get into XRP for the rest of March. As the XRP case begins to make headway forward, new developments and accusations are starting to come to light. In addition to the classification dispute that is in central focus, the SEC is also claiming that Ripple management team enriched themselves through the sale of XRP, and it is said that upwards of $600 million has gone into the accounts of the management team over the years, which is definitely a bold figure. That is why the SEC is now requesting a full audit of Ripple's financial statements and cash flows. In response, Ripple's legal team has been aggressively counteracting the request, arguing that the personal finances of the management team and CEO Brad Garlinghouse are irrelevant to the case and the core issue of dispute. In further defense, Ripple pointed out that they never held an ICO for XRP. The Ripple's attorney letter states, quote, "The SEC's multi-stage attempt to sift through each defendant's personal financial information in a non-fraudulent trial in which defendants have already agreed to provide relevant information about the contested transactions is a wholly unreasonable exploitation." Supporters of XRP and a good deal of XRP investors have come out to put additional pressure on the SEC. Over 6,000 investors have gone to Deaton Law Firm, which on March 14th filed a motion against the SEC in the form of a class action lawsuit. In a request for intervention, the law firm's letter states that investors of XRP stand to be harmfully impacted by the outcome of this lawsuit, and that there is gross misconduct and negligence on behalf of the SEC claim that XRP is not a digital asset. Hitting back against the SEC, Ripple's lawyers have now filed a new motion for the SEC to produce documents related to Bitcoin and Ethereum, claiming that XRP is similar to these two digital assets. From this perspective, Ripple is attempting to make the case that they are unfairly being targeted by the SEC. Why not go after Bitcoin and Ethereum as well? Is the picture they are trying to attempt to show. Currently, the timeline for closing the case is scheduled for June 4th. The outcome of the case will have a significant outcome on the future of Ripple XRP for better or worse. However, despite the seriousness of the matter, XRP has been performing relatively well so far into March. Let's jump into the technical analysis for XRP to get a better read on how it has been trading and where XRP could go for the rest of March and beyond. Alright, so we are now in the LiberTechs terminal looking at the technical chart for XRP, and currently XRP is trading in the mid 40-cent range after making a nice break to the upside, touching past 51 cents before coming back to test consolidation. Currently trading above the 100 simple moving average, XRP will encounter some more resistance at the 48-cent level and then at the 50-cent level. If XRP can manage to close above this point of resistance here at 50 cents, a price surge could come and lift XRP back into the 55-cent range where it can attempt to rebuild a base. From a bearish perspective, XRP could get dragged back down to 42 cents in the short term, and the catalyst for this will be whether or not XRP can show strength past 48 cents. Failure to do so will likely see it trading between this level of support at 45 cents here. In the case that this level of support is broken, XRP could then drop down to the 42-cent area, but it's no doubt that more and more updates from the trial proceedings could come into play to influence the strength of XRP moving forward. But for now, XRP seems to be doing a pretty good job at fending off the negative sentiment, especially if we get a break above 50 cents and can push towards the 55-cent level once again. What are your thoughts on the state of XRP? Do you have a price prediction for XRP in 2021 depending on the outcome of the case? Let us know your thoughts on XRP in the comments and whether or not you'll be trading it. If you'd like to open up positions with XRP, as well as other major cryptocurrencies, stocks, FX pairs, metals like gold, silver, and more, head over to libertex.com and open up a free account today. Our brokerage platform provides unique trading incentives and is backed by top security and millions of users, with operations extending over 20 years. Once again, don't forget to subscribe and like this video for more content on XRP and more of the breakout developments from inside the markets. We wish you a great month of trading and look forward to seeing you next time.